Alrighty. What's up, gang? It's a different situation on Tuesday night. Usually Tuesday nights I do my Minecraft streams over my live channel. But plans have changed. And now we're doing director's commentary here on the main channel. So what's up, gang? Welcome, welcome. See if these notifications roll up. Yes, sir. First haircut in 2 years. Director's commentary. Let's go. I like it. I like it. Once again, hope everybody's well. Hope everybody's having a great Tuesday. I had mentioned at one point doing the director's commentaries in the evenings, and this legit, I had the idea to do the director's commentary instead of a gaming stream like 45 minutes ago, so it's not been very long. Brent, what's up, man? Brent, Tuesday stream? Yes. It's a new little situation here. But yeah, I'm hoping. I'm excited to see how this turns out. Like if it goes well, because if everybody enjoys it better in the evening, I'll probably just do director's commentaries in the evenings, but on Sundays, like when they usually go. Chloe, yo, what's up? Okay, setting this to that. Okay, here we go. Okay, Chloe says I'm so hungry. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm only gonna be able to get to the chats for the first few minutes here before I get the video pulled up. So wondering where the director's commentary was on Sunday. Yeah, I was gonna do it, but then Maddie was here and we were just kind of chilling, so I wasn't really too worried about getting it in. But today is the day for it. So let's see. Record the director's chair, and then we go boom, and then we should. Shoot. Photoshop's still up. I forgot about that. Oopsie. Literally made the thumbnail like 5 seconds before I started the stream. You know how it goes. Alright. I've changed the thumbnail up a little bit because it's just been having a rough time. But this video and the last video kind of were slower going views-wise. But all in all, I'm still happy with them. Because not necessarily does it have to have views for me to be happy with it, obviously. Also, I'm going to have chat over on my phone over here. So if I don't get back to it immediately, I apologize. So before I start talking about this video necessarily, I want to kind of just give a little background. So this video, it's one of those types of vlogs where it's more of a, it's one of those where I have a story to tell. I have something I want to talk about, like a topic particularly I want to talk about. Not as much of a showy type of vlog, but more of a sit down and talk about it type of vlog, which that idea prompted. Well, that first of all, I've been thinking about this for kind of a little while, but sort of as a result of this video and as a result of videos like this I've made in the past, I've decided to maybe it's private right now, but I have an idea for a second podcast where I say podcast lightly, but it's essentially my vlog episodes that are more like these sit down and talk videos that have like a topic, and it's more of a commentary vlog as opposed to like a showy vlog, like I said. So my idea is to make a quote vlogcast, and that'll be where you could. It's literally a podcast playlist that has my vlogs in it. Some of them, not all of them. And it's where if you want to just kind of have something on in the background or whatever, you can just play the audio, right? You can have the vlogcast, which is just my vlogs that are sort of more listenable. You can just play that as a podcast. So that was an idea I've had, and I've made the playlist or the podcast. I just need to put some content in there. It's not official. Like, I'm not talking about it necessarily, but it's a thing that I've thought about that I might do. So throughout this, if you're interested, let me know if you'd be cool with that. Like, if you would want to see something like that. But so this video here and videos like this sort of prompted me to do that. That's sort of my point of that little rant. But without further ado, Maddie, hi! Whoa, that was a very, very high and squeaky. Also, Maddie, I don't know if you caught the beginning. No gaming stream tonight, but director's commentary instead. That's the long and short of it. Okay, gang. Without further ado, let's hop into this video. Let's hop into watching.
Just do you.
You know what? I should probably turn it up a little bit.
The way you want to be. Don't do you for somebody else.
Put my camera bag on and my hair's stuck in it.
That's sort of the before shot of the hair situation. With these videos, it's a fun challenge for me to sort of, because like obviously I have it's more of a topic to sit down and talk about. I have the challenge, and it's fun. It's fun to try and make this as interesting a video as possible, but it's a challenge sort of to, have this video where 90% of it I'm sitting in front of the camera and talking about something. So how do I make that actually interesting? That's, first of all, an extremely hard thing to do. I've done it a lot in the past. It's very difficult, and I've flopped a lot in the past with that. But my point is, it's how the question I'm posing is, how do I actually make it interesting? So obviously I vlogged like the day leading up to. I vlogged, actually, let me think here. No, I vlogged the whole morning of like getting my hair cut and everything, and then afterwards I sat down and I, told the story. And so you'll see later an intention I have is like showing little bits of this visual progression. So like you see my hair start off long at the very beginning, and then throughout as the story goes on, my hair gets shorter because it's getting cut, obviously. And so it's first of all, it kind of sucked because the camera died like halfway through my haircut, so you didn't get to see the for real start to finish, but you got enough of it to sort of, hopefully enough to get the idea of what I was trying to go for. Brent says it's early, but I enjoyed how this vlog told a story as your hair told it, going from long to short, as well as the phases of your hair. Yes, that's what I was going for. Good. Yeah, it's funny because the pictures that I pulled up, I actually was not planning on showing those. That wasn't like in my brain. But then I was sitting there, I was like, man, I have those like right over there. Let's whip them out. Because that's something I really want to, like, starting after this video, my next video, and just so on and so forth, I really, really, really need to get better at showing versus telling. Because, like, telling is great, but I saw a piece of content recently that made it infinitely clear to me why this is important, because they were talking about trying to explain a color to somebody. Like, I can't sit here and explain a color to you guys because ain't nobody gonna get it. Like, how would you describe the color blue to me? Like if I didn't know what the color blue was, how would you describe it to me? Like, you just can't do that. You can't do that and make it actually effective. So by showing and saying, hey, this is blue, that is more of an effective relation to the brain, as opposed to trying your best to describe it, which I've, in the past, I'm telling you, you guys have watched the videos for a long time, I be over-explaining sometimes, because I'm trying to explain something. I think this is my prediction this is my hypothesis, is I'm trying to explain something that it would be better delivered by showing it. So I think it's a result of, I think over-explaining is a result of me not knowing when to just show. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Look how long, man. Oh my gosh. It's crazy. It never really hit me until obviously after. But like, man alive, is that some long hair. Holy crap. That's some long hair. That's like 2 years? April of 2021 was when I cut it last. Like, officially cut it. I've had trims here and there, but that's when I last officially cut it, and it's gotten long, bro. Wow, it's gotten long.
Okay, so the story.
Okay, so see, this is good. I haven't watched this video in a while. See, this is okay. I got another rant, dude. It's a damn shame because I'll be sitting here watching the views, and like, I'm watching the views on these videos, and like, this video is not doing as well as according to how long it's been out, it's not doing as well as the past several. It's a shame because I'm really happy with this video, and I'm really happy with these, and I need to get better, and I need to get back to, because like there was a point where I deleted Studio because like it got in my head really bad, and I'm not quite as bad as I was then, but like I can feel myself watching it more and more, which I need to be more conscious about and more disciplined about. But I really like this video. I remember in making it, and like I enjoy it, right? And I feel like it's a really good video. So by my own personal standards, that is. So I need to just remember that and rewatch and stuff, and just really appreciate them for how they make me feel as opposed to how they make the numbers look. But anyway, so okay, back to this. You have the setup. The very beginning, obviously, I'm getting a haircut, whatever. Sitting in the chair, and then the beginning of the story. Boom.
So the story about my hair goes back a long way.
Now, I almost think it would have been better had I told the story before I got my hair. Excuse me, good grief. I almost think it would have been better had I told the story before I got my hair cut. That way I can like tell the story and then finish telling the story with my hair cut. But I thought about that after I got my hair cut, so like I couldn't really, undo it. Brent says if some videos don't click doesn't mean it's bad. Just gamble have videos interaction with the algorithm. Facts, dude, facts. And you can only go so far with it being objectively good. Jake does stuff. What's up, man? Welcome in.
And there's several different stories that I'm gonna like intermingle in this one story, but this is the main story about my hair. Ever since I can remember, my hair's been a really important thing to me. I don't know if that's like vain. I feel like I have a healthy appreciation of my hair, but ever since I was really little, I liked
Jake is new. What's up, Jake? Welcome in. Thanks for being here, dude. I appreciate you.
To have it long. I liked my hair being long. I had it short a lot as I was growing up, and even in recent times, but I've always felt more me when it's long for some reason.
That's a fact that I've thought about quite a bit, is why do I feel like it's more me, Like why, I don't know. Why is it that versus anything else? Like why do I feel like it's more me than, say, a shorter hair? Jake is subbing right now. Hey, legend. Appreciate it, Jake. Hope you enjoy the content, dude. Hope you stick around for a while, man. I appreciate the subscription, dude. I hope the content is up to snuff, up to your enjoyment standards. Also, it's funny. Look at this. The frame rate, because there's like fluorescent lights back here. The frame rate's funny, so like you can see the
more me
funniness of the lights. I don't know if you can on the stream, but
I remember being 6, really young. I distinctly remember I first was like really inspired to have my hair be long when I was first getting into Star Wars, because I saw Anakin Skywalker hair, and I was like, I like that.
I like that. Bro, that was as far back as I can remember. That was when I was like, dude, I really dig that. That was as far as I can remember. I think there was probably more before that, but I think that was probably it. Cause I was like, hey, Hayden Christensen's a homie. He's a goat. So like, I gotta do the thing.
I want that. So being a kid, a very impressionable kid, you dressed up and you did all the things, right? So I wanted my hair to be that way. That way I could really play the part. And so that started it all. That really started the long hair era.
Also, I don't know if Evan Lindy's out there right now. Evan, if you're watching, even if you're not, this is for you, brother. Because this
started it all. That really
with the time lapses, I shoot them on the GoPro 11 and the talking shots. Now I got that Luke Skywalker cut. Bro, this is better than Luke Skywalker. I don't even care. Luke Skywalker's cut's lame, dog. No, it's actually not bad. But anyway, no, this is for Evan. The GoPro shots are color graded. I've colored them a little bit because the Sony shots are a little bit more saturated, a little bit better colors wise, and the GoPro tends to be a little bit on the not quite as sharp, crisp side. So I kind of did some adjustments with it to make them look as close to the Sony as possible. Jake asks, what kind of content do I make? Man, I make videos for creative people, dude. Anybody that can appreciate creativity of any kind, that's what I make. You could call it vlogs, you could call it just about anything. I just make what makes me feel good, make what fulfills me creatively. I would say if you had to put it in a bubble, you could say vlogs, but no, man, just videos for creative people. That's what I've sort of nailed it down to, because it's not like one specific type of content, but it's I don't know, maybe it's not as complicated as I'm making it, but I make vlogs for creative folks, man. That's what I'll say. That's what I like to say.
long hair era.
But yeah, see, we got some extra saturation up in here. Not too much to where it gets messed up, but enough to where you can kind of feel it's kind of a little bit brighter.
I was thinking about the lice incident of 3rd grade.
God.
How traumatizing all that.
You cried, I cried.
Oh man, the
Oh,
lice
man,
was rough.
It was like a party of nits though in your head.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you had
The
lice
lice
so bad.
was
Fast
rough
forward
out
a
there.
couple
W videos. Thank you, Jake. I appreciate that. Hopefully you enjoy watching them. Hopefully they are good enough for you to keep you till the end.
years, I was in 3rd grade. You know how it goes. Little kids share stuff. They
lice
spread all
was
kinds of
so
germs
rough,
and just
man.
gunk. As a result of
I
this,
remember like that age, we were playing coach pitch baseball or like t-ball or whatever it was. And then, you get kids, the whole team shared a helmet or something goofy. So it was just, back and forth with the stuff. I had my own helmet all the time, but even still, some, while I had my back turned, some hooligan would take it and wear it and whatever, which is like, it's fine, but yeah. Anyway, that's the whole thing.
me with my long blonde locks ended up with head lice. I had like a bunch of little nits up
Head
there.
lice
all kinds
is
of,
so
it was
not
rough,
fun.
and I let it go too long. Yeah, it wasn't good. And so my mom, who was a hairdresser, sat me down in the bathroom and like dug through my hair and tried to get everybody out. And she was like, "Dude, there's just so much up."
This was
the
so
traumatizing moment.
so bad.
I hate to say it was traumatizing because it was like at the end of the day it wasn't that big of a deal, but there was tears shed for sure. But I'll never forget because mom had told me, she was like,
Jake says I got lice one summer and it sucked. Almost had to go bald. Oh man, I had to buzz my hair, dude. It was not fun. The lice incident. Oh, bro, it's so rough out here.
like, there's a lot up there. It's going to take us forever. And it's probably going to be impossible to get them all out by hand. So what we ended up having to do was buzz my hair.
Chloe, that was the year before that, but there was another, which was that was at that time. That time I didn't have it, but this was the year before that.
So I went from having super long locks, super long luscious blonde locks, to a buzz cut, essentially. I was not very happy with it. And so, I went to school and I did the traditional.
Although I wouldn't mind, truthfully, like I wouldn't hate doing it again, but like on purpose. But I still wouldn't enjoy it, I don't think. Not as much as I think I will.
Haircut, so I'm gonna have my hood up. And
one thing I wish I would have done for these videos, I try to do this, but I always forget. I changed the camera angle here because look at this. Okay, so here is one angle.
Long luscious blonde locks.
And then
to traditional.
This is a different angle. I turn the camera slightly. I need to remember when I do these talking videos that I need to do this like every time I change sentences, or else it gets really boring. Unless I'm just talking about the most captivating, interesting thing of all time. Like I needed to work on changing angles. Like keep what's coming out of my mouth, keep that the same, consistent, but change either the location or change the shot or whatever, just to keep it visually interesting if I don't have anything to put over top of it. Does that make sense? That's, again, one of the things with these types of videos I just gotta work on.
I don't like my haircut, so I'm gonna have my hood up. And at that point, we weren't allowed to have hoods or hats or anything like that. And so eventually my teacher was like, dude, you gotta take it off. And I was like, I don't wanna.
You can tell this is a little bit more saturated, but not crazy, because it's tough to get this particular, like these GoPro shots, to get them saturated enough. I don't know. I think it's pretty close. But it's tough to get them super saturated without it getting really, really weird.
From about 3rd grade.
Jake does stuff. I love how every time you talk and you're done speaking, you cut it. Move to a new location and start over again. How long does it take you? Oh, man, it depends on the video, honestly. And like I was just saying, I have a hard time because sometimes I forget to, like, change camera angle or whatever. But, I mean, that just comes with experience, really. I've been editing videos of my own. Well, I've been making videos for 4 years on this channel. Been editing all of them on my own and like that kind of stuff. So I've just gotten a lot of practice and like consumed a lot of stuff about it. But to do like this, I remember this clip of me talking was probably about almost 30 minutes worth of talking. And another thing that was like another one of the things I got to work on is like it kind of was just 30 minutes of ramble that I sort of cut up and like constructed into where it semi sort of makes sense. So like they say, a big thing in videos is the story is told in the edit. So like you can you can get all the stuff, and then when you're in the edit, that's when you put it together and make it into a cohesive story, as opposed to just letting it run, you know? Hopefully that makes sense.
Until about 5th grade-ish, I had done a lot of coloring to my hair. When it was growing back in, I was like, screw it, we're gonna do a bunch of fun little things. So, like I said, my mom was a hairdresser, so she was able to color my hair all kinds of fun different things. So we did like a mohawk. We did it in, I think it was orange. There was orange, and then there was after that, there was a blue mohawk. It was like bright blue. It was really cool.
Wacky, bro.
This was 4th grade.
Man.
We had...
Would you make short films as a kid? Because that's what I do. I've made 3 short films. Hey, nice. I've made some stuff. Like, as a kid, we would, like, record just, like, home video type stuff a lot of times. And it's funny because I was always a lot more... It always seemed like I was more interested in that kind of stuff than anybody else was. Like, I was always one of the main people holding the camera. And it's not until recently that I've realized that I've always, like, my whole life, I've been really into this video making stuff. It never really came to be until... like 4 years ago. But yeah, I've made like home video type things. I've done stop motion animation with like Legos and stuff like that. But this is sort of my my main thing now. But it's kind of cool to look back because like you never realize how early on you got into certain things until you can really, you know, become mindful and like look back and really grind it out and realize that, hey, I've been into this for a long time. It's crazy, but good question, Jake. Good stuff. Got to go, but great live and great content. Keep it up. Man, Jake, I really appreciate you, dude. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope to see you again soon, dude. Hope to see you in the comments or the stream or whatever. One way or another, I appreciate you, dude. Have a great night. Chloe, that's a bop. Blue hair. I loved that. Fun fact, that shirt, I love that shirt. Also, fun fact, I'm the same sized shirt now as I was then.
Blue mohawk, bleached sides, and young stallion. But there was a bright blue mohawk, and then after that, I think I went from blue mohawk to
jet black.
And then this was 5th grade. See, we got longer this time.
Look how pasty I looked. Compared to my hair, I looked pasty, but like even just in reality, I've always been a pasty one.
But it was
fair skinned boy.
Is this the same person?
That's kind of a wild side by side, honestly, but jet black heart. That's
lacking in the beard department then. And then after that,
lacking in the beard department, of course you were. Although to be fair, I knew kids that had like at least some facial hair in like that age, about 5th grade or so. It's craziness.
I decided, okay, I'm done with this phase of my life. I tried it, I liked it, it was cool. But then 6th grade rolled around, and we went back to blonde.
Boom.
Man,
That's me saying. Holy crap! Look how young I am. Jeez. Yeah. And again, one of the things like you've seen in the past couple of minutes, a lot of these GoPro time lapses you'll see through this video, and again, one of the things I've tried to do with these types of talking videos is like get the breaks in between to kind of allow the viewer to die. Jeez, I'm full of burps and stuff. I'm sorry. But no, these breaks in between are for like digestion of what you've just consumed. Because like, you know, all of this footage, right? All this talking footage is like back to back to back to back to back to back. However, to keep it from like absolutely boring you to death, I've sort of taken a couple minutes, broken it up with transitions, time lapses, just to kind of keep pushing it forward, I guess. And obviously in between as well. I think here coming up, I think there's more haircut footage. I'm not sure. But point of these things is mainly just to keep the narrative going, keep it pushing forward, and to let you know that that's happening as well. That's a very important thing. Gotta let you guys know what's going on.
Looking back on it, I'm grateful for that era of my life because...
And also, this is a subliminal thing, I think it's probably just me, unless anybody else saw this, but in the first few minutes of this video, when I'm talking, I'm leaning forward, I'm like, it's a closer view to the camera, and I'm like, I'm serious, right? I'm leaned in, ready to go. But towards the end, you'll notice I lean back in the chair, and it's more chill, right? I think that for me is a subliminal thing, like, that is you... I don't know if it's even for the viewer. I think it was just a subconscious thing that I did, but like it makes sense to me in viewing it again, is that once I've leaned back, that's sort of the opening up and like the unfolding of the story. I don't know if that makes sense. It's like starting to, we've climaxed or whatever, and we're starting to fall back down. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Does that make any sense at all, or am I just going crazy?
As a young kid, I was able, my parents allowed me and enabled I was able to.
This is sort of that's what I meant to say earlier. This was the leaning back and the opening up as a reflection, right? I'm reflecting on the past. I'm reflecting on what I'm sort of seeing from what I've talked about thus far. To me, that makes sense. I hope it does to somebody else too. But like, let me know if it makes sense to you. But I really think that that's something either I did it on purpose, or I think part of it was I just kind of want to change. I wanted to change how I looked on screen. I don't know. But anyway, that's a whole thing.
Express myself however I want. Not only that, but I was encouraged to do so. I was encouraged to like just do stuff.
It's more of a, I think it's, I'm just continuing to think about it. It's more of a coming down to earth sort of feel, right? It feels more casual, I think, because I'm not sitting up like, I'm not giving that intense vibe, I guess. I don't know.
As expressive, whether that be create art or learn stuff or make my hair black. But I was allowed to do all that kind of stuff, which I'm so grateful for. 'Cause I understand and I acknowledge that a lot of kids don't have that opportunity because whatever the case may be, it's not my place. But I'm grateful that I had that opportunity to really sort of figure myself out early, I guess. At least sort of my appearance, like how I wanted to look, I guess. Because I did all that kind of stuff early on and I was like, all right, I vibe with it, but it's like, eh. So I decided just to go natural for 6th grade until the end of time.
And then here we go. See, we're almost 5 minutes in. My hair's shorter. We're getting through. And there's probably another 5 or so minutes of the haircut footage that just got missed. Let's see. Chloe says, I'm so glad we had cool parents, dude. Same. Oh, man. Not a day goes by where I'm not happy about that. Whew.
So why is this whole story important? Why am I talking about my hair? Why does it matter? Why should you...
It was like shortly after that haircut footage that the video, or the camera died, so... It's unfortunate that that happened, because like I wasn't going to just get up in the middle and like change the battery. It's a whole, no, that would have been a mess.
I'll be watching this video. Because I remember, being really afraid of what kids would think or what people would say about me.
This is part of the video I really like is the message. I really like the message of this video.
For having buzzed my hair or having crazy different colors. And trust me, there was lots of things. People said a lot of things, right? And in the moment, I felt really terrible about that, right? Like I felt upset because people were making fun of me or people whatever. Something to be taken from this video is people are gonna say stuff regardless. Do with your hair, not just your hair, but with your appearance.
So forget about the hair, man. Just forget the hair. It's not the hair, it's everything. Jeez.
You choose to present yourself to the world. Do whatever you want. Do whatever makes you feel good. Do whatever makes you happy. I knew back then, I was small, I didn't know a lot of things about life and just a lot of things in general. I knew that I wanted my hair blue. This kid right here, he knew he wanted his hair to be blue. He also knew he was going to get made fun of for it. While at that time...
to me, that's a personal thing. That's like a... When I compared it to like what this kid, being 4th grade me, thought, I was like, man, I don't even think I remember what I was actually thinking, but that feels really accurate. Like I knew it was gonna happen. I knew I was gonna get crap for it, but man, I didn't even think about that. As far as I remember, I don't even think I thought about that. I was just like, hey, blue hair, that's sick. Let's do it. And that sucks, is because like part of society is messed up. It's like, kids don't start out with fear of what people will think about them, or fear of judgment, or fear of whatever. That is put into them, which is unfortunate. Because it's like, you don't start out, and it goes way bigger than that too. It's like you don't start out with, as a kid or whatever, you don't start out hating how you look, or you don't start out whatever, until somebody makes you feel that way, or somebody tells you that enough to make you believe it, or whatever. And then it's like so many other things too. It's like people don't, people aren't born to hate, people are taught hatred. And there's so many more things of that nature. It's just crazy. But anyway, that's a whole thing. It's just wild to me. Like, ay.
I was terrified about that. I still did it. And I still followed through with it because that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to do.
This is entirely easier said than done.
But like, when you get up in the morning, put on the clothes that you want to wear. Do your hair the way you want it to look. Just do you the way you want to be. Don't do you for somebody else. Something I've learned as I've grown up in life is people are so worried about what other people think about them that they're not at all worried about what they think about you. Most of the time, people are more worried about their own stuff than they are about making fun of anybody else. And if they make fun of somebody else, it's because, more than likely, it's because they are unhappy with how they feel or look or whatever, so they're trying to make themselves feel better about that by tearing someone else down.
I get the final hair cuttage back in, and then see, I cut from like the semi-short to what it ended up being, so like it doesn't really feel like there was more to go. So I guess it kind of works. So I cut, boom, and now we have the finished product, dry and all that stuff. I said, woo. I said, nice. Oh, that just reminds me of the 69 subscriber special. That was a hoot. That's a whole thing. Oh, that's funny.
I really like it.
So again, do what makes you happy.
And see, I think that's a cool thing too. Having that, putting that clip in there was intentional. The clip of me saying I really like it. I wanted to cut my hair because I wanted to, and this shows an example to drive home the point. It's like I did it because I wanted to. It makes me happy. I'm happy with how it turned out. So like that was the reason, and that was the why behind it. And the message is to do what you want to do with your appearance. Oh shoot! Oh, what did I just do? Oh, that's an L.
Just do.
We were pretty far in anyway, so I'm
the
gonna, for retention's sake, I'm gonna open up another tab. Dang it, that's so frustrating.
You want to be.
I don't even know what I'm gonna do.
For so much stuff than they are about making fun of anybody better about.
Okay, we're here basically. Dang it, that's annoying. But anyway, I think I just completely lost my train of thought. But the point is to do what makes you happy, to do, to look and to do and all the things. Do it how you want to do it, not how society wants you to, or how you think how you think other people want you to do it. Like, forget all that. Just do it the way you want it to be. Because at the end of the day, that's what's going to matter. Because like, if you're sitting at home by yourself and you don't like how your hair looks, or an infinite list of other things, that sucks, right? But obviously, there's way more to it than that too. But this is just the surface layer of what this video is about. Anyway,
I really like it.
This was an important scene to keep in for that reason. Was I wanted to show that I really liked it, and that drives home that I did it the way I wanted it to be, and to do it the way you want it to do it.
And do what makes you happy. Wear what makes you happy. Do your hair how it makes you happy. Do every other thing on the face of the planet how you feel it is best for you to do it. That's so awesome. I love it.
And then the star trails just because it looks cool, dude. That's all that's for. I don't even care. That's just because it looks cool. But this was a fun little candid right here. Brent with the face. I don't even know, bro. But this was a fun little candid right here. I was just like at the very end of my recording, you can see I was like reaching forward to like turn the camera off. I was just like looking at it in the little viewfinder. So I'm like, heck yeah. I think ending it on that note was a cool way to do it, I think, personally. All right, let's see what happens. What in the world? This is such a weird thing. We're going to do chat view again. Back with the director's commentary. What an... We have suspense. What an outro. Bro, the star trails are so cool, dog. I love the star trails so much. I got a really good star trails. I don't know how long ago. Man, we've only been going for half an hour. That's crazy. What the heck? Oh, bro, honestly, I don't know how long. That's kind of sucky, dude. I want to go for an hour, but like I'm not about to sit here and make you guys sit around for another half an hour just because the commentary's done, and I need to like not be so let's go for an hour because like that's not cool. Even though I want to get the watch time, it's like, you know, if you wanna, I'm not trying to waste anybody's time, but if you wanna help out with the watch time, you know where to find it all, man. We got plenty of reactions. Holy moly! So we can see the reactions on the chat over here too. But I really was happy with that video, and I have an idea for my next video actually. And I've pretty much confirmed it's gonna be my next video. And because you guys are here, I'm gonna tell you what that is. So I'm gonna make a video about quitting YouTube Shorts. Gotcha. No. Brent loves these director's commentaries. Good. I'm glad you do. I love them too. I was really happy. I don't even remember how it came up, how it was spawned into this world, but oh, the clickbait. I quit YouTube Shorts. Yeah, Chloe knew. She's too wise. But no, my idea is sort of to do. You can't fool Clonely. No, but Clonely can fool you. Dang it. No, but my idea is like to talk about sort of why, obviously, because it's like that kind of feels like it's a given, and also it's the title more than likely. Like why I quit YouTube Shorts and what my plan is, and if I'm ever gonna do them again, and just so many different things. But my point is, that's my next video. That's gonna be a thing. There's not gonna be a video this Sunday, like in less than a week. 5 days or 6 days, whatever it is. There's not going to be a video this Sunday. I'll be out of town. But the following Sunday, there will be a video, and that's going to be the why I quit making YouTube Shorts video, long video. And it's funny. It's so funny, and it's great at the same time. I'm very happy and very excited. Because, like, the time, Saturday is parade day, let's go! But the time that, it's almost a correlation, I probably should write this down for a point to drive home, but it's kind of a correlation between when I stopped officially, like, when I slowed down posting shorts and how my long form is done. It's like 4 months ago, and like, you know, I stopped, I had the Evan podcast, which was really good. That's so annoying, is that all those were such good clips, and they're such a good podcast, just the shorts, man, they didn't perform. But again, it is what it is. That's part of the. I think, you know, that's another thing I want to. God, there's so many things, because like, I really think that. I really think that had a lot. I mean, they didn't have a lot to do with it, but like I saw that. I don't know. There's so many things with the shorts. My brain is not quite wrapped around all of it yet. I need to write down a lot of stuff. Because I feel like there's going to be a heavy video. Like, it's going to be a lot that goes into it, and there's just going to be so much. But I think one of my main points is that it just simply wasn't creatively fulfilling to me. And I compared it to my daily vlog in a way, but also I look back, and the daily vlog was so much better for me. Like, I enjoyed that a lot better. I enjoyed that process a lot better than the shorts daily process. Because the shorts daily process, I feel like it was very mass production vibes. Because I could make 14 shorts in a day, doesn't mean I should have done it that way, and doesn't mean I was creatively fulfilled doing it that way. I think that's one of my big points I'm going to make in that video is how I wasn't really fulfilled doing it that way, right? I wasn't really fulfilled creating shorts, and even the ones that I put a lot of time into, things like that. I just didn't really feel it, you know. Maybe it's just, I don't know. There's a lot of things that probably could go into that, but I need to just go easy because, hey, you know, there's a whole video I gotta make about it. So that's for you guys that are here. That's the next video. Why I quit making YouTube Shorts, and it's an official quit. Like, I'm not gonna just like try and make some every now and again. Like, I'm quit until I don't know. Just until if it ever happens again, we'll see. I don't know. But I feel like at this particular juncture, it's just not for me right now. It's not what I want to do. I want to go all in, grind on these long forms, and make them the best that they can be, and put the time into them. And that's the thing is, I feel like the long form have gotten better as a result of quitting shorts. That's another thing I wanted to do. There's so many different like algorithmic things and just YouTube related things. Word, man, do its best. That's the plan, brother. That's the plan. There's so many more things I want to talk about it, but I can't really because I don't. First of all, I don't have it all in my brain. I need to write it down, and I need to set it up and make it good for a video. But yeah, I don't want to ramble on too much. Been going for 40 minutes. That's good enough for me. Don't want to go too crazy either. But like I said, I don't want to waste you guys' time. I want to get it to an hour. I would love to get them to an hour all the time, but not every time does that work. And also, this was the shortest video I've done in a while. Like, it's been several videos, but again, no. That's going to do it for today's episode of the Director's Commentary Podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed it very, very much. So, thank you all very much for being here on this impromptu Tuesday night epicness. You know what they say, watch all the other content, like and subscribe. That's another thing too. You know what? Forget about it. I'm gonna end up rambling for another hour and a half. It's gonna be a thing, but anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you again for being here and spending your time with me. I really appreciate that. I really, really do. I really do, because it's time. Time is something you don't get back, and I appreciate you being here with me. So, thank you all so much. And without further ado, peace.